Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the very first episode of The Basement. I'm your host, Wyatt Menci. Our first segment is current events. One of the hottest topics of today is NBC's new streaming service called Peacock, which will have you saying, man, I already watched half of this stuff on Netflix. Watch fan favorites like Parks and Recreation, which you already saw on Netflix. Or turn to Cheers, which you already saw on Netflix. Or if you want to watch something that you didn't already see on Netflix, then turn to the award-winning show 30 Rock, which you already saw on Hulu. 2020 is an election year, and this year, no one is liking their options as the American people are forced to decide between a racist Cheeto and a man so old he doesn't even know he's running. Watch as the two candidates bully and slander each other and tell you nothing about their own policies except that they're better than their opponents. And you're also vaguely aware that there is some rapper that is also running in the election. And above all, the coronavirus reigns supreme and is making people drop like flies across America, while people refuse to wear masks and put other people's lives at risk, which, if you look at the big picture, will bring cases down. You can't spread the virus if you're dead. So if there's someone you know that really annoys you and isn't wearing a mask, if you're lucky, they might not be around too much longer. And across the sea in North Korea, millennials are wearing makeup as a way to protest against the state. The only other Asian person to get in trouble for wearing makeup is Scarlett Johansson in The Ghost. Moving on to the movies, today we're reviewing a movie that many of you saw in theaters, the hit movie Avengers Endgame, where Marvel learned that people will go watch anything as long as they put the word Marvel in front of it. Watching Avengers Endgame feels a bit like watching Lord of the Rings with superheroes, but it's just as boring. The movie was a whopping 3 hours long, but if you haven't watched it yet, just skip to the last 45 minutes. That's the only reason it's worth going to see. Out of all 22 movies, the grand finale somehow happened to be where almost no one hits anybody. Not only is it known for being the best-selling movie worldwide, it's also the only movie where you actually feel sorry for your favorite heroes as you watch them become so drunk and depressed that you can't tell the difference between Thor and your alcoholic Uncle Gary, or brave Captain America and a depressed teenager. This episode of The Basement was brought to you by Corona Gym, where Zoom and your local gym pair together to help you get back out there and into the real world once COVID-19 is gone. Corona Gym is the only service that lets you interact with real people while exercising besides Pornhub Live. Your personal trainer will call you and ask you questions about politics that you don't really want to answer, just like a real person, all while you do jumping jacks. So make sure to sign up for Corona Gym today. Thanks for watching the very first episode of The Basement. I'm your host, Wyatt Menci, and I'll see you next time.